Virtually every one of the top 40 records being played on every radio station in the United States is a communication to the children to take a trip, to cop out, to groove. The psychedelic jackets on the record albums have their own hidden messages.
Special question. We don't want you to smoke genetically modified ganja. We want you to smoke the real thing. We want you to smoke the natural herb. Some call it marijuana, some call it sensimedia, some call it lamb's bread, and some people call it ganja.
Welcome to another edition of the Adam Dunn Show, and this is a classic. We're at the finals here. This is the final four of the ADSI, which we did not do any kind of live broadcast because that's what ADSI is all about. Try to keep it all mellow and let everybody relax. But today, under pressure, 3 judges have no idea why the fuck they're even here. They just all of a sudden, he got dragged in about 3 hours ago. That's the idea of this one. Complete surprise. Nobody knows they're going to judge. Nobody knew this was going to happen. He thought he was going to host it. He thought he was coming here to do my job.
Yeah, I got ethered, and try not to use ether next time, man. That shit's rough, man.
And Bookstar just arrived yesterday, so everything that happens is new and fresh to him in this town. He has no idea. He has no allegiance to any of these people. No. He doesn't know any of these flowers. This is not there's no inside jobs going on, I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. We're trying to keep it as what is that?
Anonymous.
Music? Is that loud music?
Chuck Mangione.
Chuck Mangione is a good background. That's perfect. Yeah. In the background we have Willie. Obviously, the best time to get on the trumpet is when you're about to do a show. That's always a good one. We have a huge crowd. You can all scream. See? Live. So we're live. We are live. This is a live show. And we are here at the Baldoria on the water, which none of us have ever heard of. Every single person in this building, except for maybe 2 people, is like, where the hell?
It's good, though, because the water makes it warmer, which is great.
Slightly, yeah. Slightly. The humidity.
It's a nice touch.
So let's just tell everybody why they're here so we understand. We're here to judge these final 4 with these actual pieces of paper, with these little words on them, so hopefully everybody's got their glasses and they're ready to go. With that, I would be in trouble. If you need glasses, I got an extra pair, I think, somewhere. So.
What if you can't read?
Well, if you can't read, I got it. KTI, you may have to help with the big words, okay? When he gets to on the big words. But in general, the idea is, this way we have an actual, more than just a thumbs up, thumbs down, because that's how we do most of the ADSI. ADSI is pretty much head-to-head, thumbs up, thumbs down, you're in, you're out. That's the way it works, and that keeps it simple. But when we get to these final 4, we figure these guys deserve, after all the work they put into these strains and these plants and these fucking particular cultivars, we should say, you want to give them the best, and by giving them some info back on what you think is, of course, now Tyler may be a little rough on you, so don't take his things too personally. But in general, it's nice when people say, like, okay, now I understand where my strengths are, my weaknesses are, can work on it, and it's all about growing, right, guys? Trophy-wise, in the middle we have the first place overall Big Daddy winner. None of these things have been engraved yet. The guy's lasers was out. I was like, just give me the damn trophies. I'm going to show them off. We'll get it super engraved now. Now I can get it custom engraved with whatever the fuck you want, which is actually
put their name on it.
Yeah, and whatever you want. So if you are the winner of one of these trophies, get creative, because I'm going to make this guy work for this, making me have to take so long. I was like, really? It's okay, whatever, guys, no problem. But when I come back, it's going to be a little more complicated than just put my logo on and first place, second place. So we have second place here, and then we have the rosin category, which I promised, but as we know, us flower guys, dependable. Rosin guys, not so dependable. They fall closer to the dab world, where the times are different. We work on slower. Everybody knows flower guys, we're slow. When it comes to like dabbing and stuff, it can just be complete. It can be complete, absence of all. There's no slow. It's beyond that. So in general, we're going to keep that rosin category and keep the half ounce of each of the top 10 below these ones, so they're considered our losers. All these ones up here are winners, because just to get to this far, you're already pushed. And it's nice too, because the reason that I have you guys is because everybody else literally did get to go through them a few times, and when you're that, you're forced to smoke in a row, keep going. And the weirdest thing was last night, I don't think I heard a single cough. Did you guys hear anybody cough? I didn't hear anybody cough. And, normally at like a weed thing, it's just like, guys, but it's always, guys who don't know how to smoke. At our thing, literally, we went through 18 varieties multiple times, and I really was like, I don't think I heard anybody, and that was pretty good. So that's just shows we're totally destroyed on the inside, and there's nothing left, right? So thank you guys. So basically, with this, it's kind of a free-for-all, but I want to kind of do it in order as far as like you guys all share one at a time, and during that you take your time, go through it. We got a bowl there. We got papers. Do you need a bong? Because I can try to round up a bong for you if you need.
It would be fantastic.
If somebody could round a bong up for a flower apiece for my friend, just because we got one judge who needs his bong.
It's not a bong.
KTI's on that for you. KTI's on there for you. You can share a joint to begin with and get the ball rolling. Exactly, and no filter for him. And we have. See, that's good. We're saving on filters right there, right out of the gate.
Which one do you want us to start with?
Yeah, it's up to you guys. I mean, I leave it. I mean, you guys are working as a team,
King
so
first, right?
you guys.
King.
And I don't have to do much. I can just kick back and
What was it,
make
king of
make
what?
fun of people. And remember, the mics are live, so you guys can get in there and voice your opinions, get real. And everybody who's here was smoking these last night. So if you tell them, so you're at the king of what now? King of
King of something.
King of something.
King of weed.
King of
spades.
Yeah.
King of spades. The one that always everybody drinks is king of what? Or clubs? Is it clubs? Is it clubs? Or
King of
spades?
clubs.
Yeah. See, that's what I thought.
Yeah, can I see that, good sir?
Yes, sir.
Let's see what that thing smells like. It smells familiar, man. It smells like Jack Hare up in it.
So you charging up from a 1 to 20? No.
Well, no. There's 25 total points available in that category.
Okay.
And then 20 in the flavor category. 100 total.
Nice. Nice.
So I guess like the max right there is like for that category. That's the maximum amount just for that.
Yeah, I got it.
Right?
I'm already
That's
on
how
it,
I interpret it.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Give me my phone, please.
Yeah, man. There you go, buddy. You got the light action, don't you? Yeah, you gotta hit it with the LED.
Yes,
the telltale. Oh, there it is.
Wow.
Yeah, she frosty too.
Wow.
And like, if it is like, if it's like truly like a Jack Hare, man, like, I mean, that's like a classic Jack Hare look, you know what I mean? It's like growing like a lot of Jack and looks real proper, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, this far in the game, you ain't gonna see no slouches up here at this point. Yeah, that's real good.
Wow.
Yeah. And we'll put $1 on it as Jack Hare though. You got like a jeweler's loop or
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
for the magnified trichome appearance. We could take a picture probably and like blow it up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
See, around here you ask and we deliver there for you, Tyler. Before you could even roll the joint.
You got like a magnifying lens? Or
Oh, we don't have that.
jeweler's
Oh, we
loop?
definitely don't. We have one of these. You can look through that thing and get the prism.
Through a crystal? Magic crystal?
I'll ask Kyle the next request. See if we can find some sort of.
See, it's like a category, man.
Oh, you can't. What?
Yeah, it's a category.
Sorry,
so-
yeah, we had that in our last. We were really way more prepared at the last one. But you know what happened was Pinsky stole everybody's.
Pinsky. Oh yeah, perfect, man.
That'll work. That'll work.
MacGyver.
I might even have one of those.
What do they need?
Magnifier of any sort? Nah, maybe.
I want to join.
Miley's good for that. Miley's also good for that. We got all the squirrels out looking for nuts for you guys. So we're gonna. And I think they're all very, very good at it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Right? Let's see what it looks
Oh, we got your flashlights here.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
it's
here
like
you
a
go,
two-man.
man.
It's a two-man operation. That's why we got 3 of you. So
Yeah, she's fuzzy. Real fuzzy, you know what I mean? Here, I'll hold it up here so we can get a good look on her.
Wow.
Yeah, she's fuzzy, dude. Yeah.
Wow.
That coated.
Sugar coated.
Mm-hmm.
and then when you're done with each one, hand them to me, and then I'll get somebody.
Yes.
And also put your names on top and everything. Make sure
Okay.
you know who we identify who everybody is.
Nice.
I know there's only 3 of you, and I can probably figure it out at the end.
We got Willie rocking in the background
I
there.
know Willie's just pushing it.
Oh yeah.
He's like, yeah, you guys are on the air still, right? Because I gotta get crescendo. I got a crescendo coming up.
Yeah. But you rocked it last night at the ADSI as well.
It's good.
Yeah, it was pretty
Yeah,
awesome, right?
yeah,
It was
yeah.
like from the Lazy
I think
Boy.
he's right about the Jack Herrera thing.
Yeah, it's definitely Jack Harris.
That knocked it down a notch, didn't it? By a lot of people's standards. Like, oh, Jack Harris thing.
I'm a Jack Harris fan.
Oh, then it knocked up a notch over
So
here.
like if it might be an OG, I might not be a bigger fan.
That's true. That's true.
Thank you, man.
I guess we gotta hit out of the pipe too.
Yes, yes.
Get that good
Mandatory
nose
pipe
burn.
hits.
Yeah.
I hate pipe
Yeah,
hits.
here you go, bro. Oh yeah.
Did you get a chance?
Oh, got that nose burn.
Yeah, it's Jack Harris, man. Jack Harris get that nose hurt.
Yes, sir.
Did you get a chance to go through some of those strains
I
last night?
did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. We were like connoisseurs, like Somalia. We had a glass of water and in between we would clean our palate. It was just like we was on some real.
Yeah.
We was feeling ourselves yesterday.
Nice. Yeah, I figured it would be a good entrance to town on a pre-420.
Yes.
It's not that 10K Jack either, I don't think, man.
No.
This tastes like Jack's Jack.
A lot of times there's a Jack Flash kind of thing that a lot of people used to use.
Yeah.
Just because it was faster, you know?
Oh, yeah,
They were all
real
like, oh, this is
quick.
the one. You're like,
There's some nice big ass buds too, man.
right.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Here you go.
Oh, I'm straight. Thank you, man.
That is really exquisite.
Yeah, so can we pass to the crowd now? Because we got more to
Yeah,
go.
yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Crowd hits.
All right, and then when you're done with your paperwork, you just pass it to me. You don't have to total it out. We'll do all that since we have to double check it anyway.
Might as well do math, keep our brains working.
Okay, do the math. Good job. What if you're wrong though?
I'm not.
I'm not. That's why we have you as a judge, sir. Does that look better?
This is the one I call
Straight.
We can total it for you too. You don't have to do that.
What's that?
I'll total it for you.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, you just go and move on to the next thing.
That's cool.
Got to check your math anyway. So
Yeah.
Go, what? 87? That don't make no sense.
That nug structure is impressive.
Special effect. Just anything
Special
odd.
effect. Yeah, exactly. Special effect was like if you just
Oh my goodness.
Like there
Oh
was
my goodness.
like we used to get this stuff that smelled like Lang Lang. That was just like,
Oh, right
and
on.
you were like, dude, it was just so weird because I couldn't put my finger on
So
it.
something like totally unique type thing. Gotcha.
Yeah.
This one is.
And/or it made my fucking left arm go numb or something weird. You know what I mean? You'd be like, dude, what the fuck? My whole arm. You know?
So
You'd be
this
like,
is just the first.
special effect.
This is the first cultivar still.
Headband.
What's that?
You guys are still on the first cultivar.
We're just
or-
finished. They're all moving on to the second cultivar, but they're
Oh, okay.
giving me the totals, and I'm gonna give that to KTI.
Cool.
To get the word.
I was just trying to clear it up for the audio listeners so we know where we're at. All that.
You need to total those for me.
Wow. I'm just
Frosty
like,
Wave,
wow. Look at that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It is coated, buddy. It is coated.
That is ridiculous.
Oh, here's your jar for that.
Happy 420, everybody.
Oh yeah, it's definitely Jack. You can smell it right out of the gate.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
for sure.
Wow.
And there's a little piece right there.
Oh yeah.
Which one is this?
This
the
is
next
the Jack of Diamonds.
one. Jack of Diamonds.
Kind of want to smell it. Kind of want.
It's very
That's
good.
a Jack. Something.
Adam Dunn, thank you for hosting.
Hey, not a problem. Not a problem. This is always the idea is to kind of like create the party a little bit, so you didn't have to go find the party because
So just to
I hate
get
standing in lines, dude.
just
It's
to
like
get
what a
lively.
nightmare.
just to get lively, I'll announce it.
Yeah.
Probably my last 420.
Oh, yeah.
Smoky.
Really? So that's a good way to go out. Go out with a bang.
Go out with a bang with Adam Dunn.
Exactly. Quitter, man. Don't be a quitter.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta quit.
Yeah?
Gotta quit being a quitter.
I don't know. I was like
You wanna
a little
get that.
biased. So yeah. Let me.
That shit's amazing.
This was the Jack of Diamonds. Yeah.
It's funny that this thing that we all agree is a jack is a king, and then you got a bunch of jacks, and then people are like, "This is a jack," and you're like, "What do you mean a jack now? Dude? It's a jack or a jack?" You got me all confused.
For an
there.
avid
Queen of
poker,
the king, man.
for an avid poker player like myself, it almost demeans it right away, being lesser. But I'll get
Good,
over it.
thank you.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Oh,
Now,
it's like
now
this
you're gonna
little
go by
one-hitter, man. Like,
by the suits, and then all of a
short.
sudden,
It's kind of like how
a two can definitely beat a king.
Suits and
you get that
positions
good-
of the card.
Good
Yeah,
flavor.
a two can beat a king in this one, no problem. And a four, that could be
to
just
get that
crushing
out.
everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Are you rolling joining that one?
Yeah.
Nice.
It'd be a crime not to.
Yes, I agree. Man,
Yes, sir. I'm all good. Does that break it up? Smell it?
Yes.
Smell like, what do you think it smell like? Smell like a cookies and like cookie headband or cookie kush or...
It's not a. I mean, if it's a kush, it's not a real.
Well, you know what I'm
like that,
saying.
But I mean, honestly, genetics are so
Yeah.
diluted nowadays.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, because like ain't no
already
kush
have
really kush like talking about.
It might be a
99% of it. Yeah.
I could see a cookies, maybe something.
I already have a favor already.
You're not supposed to divulge.
Yeah,
that.
no. I didn't say which one. I didn't say which one. as annoying as the music is, it really sets the tone.
Right. Yeah.
There you go. Better?
I wouldn't even classify it as an
better.
I
That
think
was
it's
It's not
All right.
annoying.
I don't want you to strain.
Shed some light on it.
I might as well do my job around here. Make it easier for you guys.
I appreciate it, buddy.
Music to smoke to. Wowzers.
better than the music most kids are smoking here nowadays.
Go Big Red!
Yeah, Willie's definitely. We've had him now for every year, pretty much, and every 420 he calls me up, and if I'm not doing something, I'm like, all right, it's always worth it just for an excuse to get Willie into town, because then he goes and plays for Bianchi and all these guys, and I almost thought I smelled a seed for a second, but it might have been food. I don't know. It was like
Never
weird.
can tell.
It was a weird smell.
I remember smoking in Korea one time and going through hell to get something to smoke.
Oh yeah.
And when I finally did, it was horrible.
So that's one of the things that we on the show talked about was Korea and like how obviously you weren't hanging out in North Korea, but how in North Korea they just have never made it illegal because it was kind of easy, cheap,
Right.
and people could like get at home at the end of the day and smoke their weed or drink their tea. So I was like, it was kind of impressive in the sense of like, wow, in the most oppressive society that they have that, where we were like fighting for the most simple things sometimes.
Yeah.
And
so
then-
it's okay for them just to...
But you don't really see a lot of strains out of Korea, except for like Soma Seeds did a not North, they did a Korean big skunk, they called it. But
Yeah.
there really was very, very, and
Well,
that's
Soma's on it, like big Korean skunk or whatever.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Korea. No disrespect to Korea. Just I had to actually trick my mind into getting the head change.
yeah. Well, again, that's why I was explaining to people earlier is that you've got a chance to smoke everywhere, and so Asia is one of the really like weirdest places though, because you would always think, I'm sneezing. That's usually a good sign.
THC sneeze. THC, the hustle continues. The hustle continues.
But in Asia, did you find any spots like? Because that's the thing. Everybody else thinks of Thailand, but Thailand never has to have really good weed. It's all like in Laos.
I smoked in Hong Kong. I smoked in.
Did you go to Laos ever?
Korea? No.
That's where the goods are at. I think. If you really want to find the proper
I smoked in Busan, which is like I never heard of this place until I was in Busan. Yeah. They say Busan, but it's spelled Busan. It's spelled Busan,
It's a
but
totally different place called Bhutan.
no. Probably.
Yo.
Busan's in the south. It's like
I knew like Bali mean like hurry the hell up.
That's right.
Remember that?
That was the Skype or what?
I've never heard of Busan.
Skype was going crazy,
in the
guys.
south. But listen to this, bro. I've been around the world so many times, and like I've never stumbled upon a city like Busan that I never heard of. And then I go, it's just like this thriving metropolis, like crazy city full of gangsters, and like it just was action, and it was just seedy, and it was just like my type of place. But I was just like, it was like a comic book. Everywhere you went, it was just like picture.
Oh,
Even the trash is like everything was a picture for Instagram. It was just like everything. Yeah.
Epic everything. Yeah. Thank you, man.
I noticed because a friend of mine, Black Fly sunglasses.
Yes.
Okay, so Jack, I'm good friends with those guys, and
from Venice Beach.
Yeah, they're actually from Huntington Beach, really.
Yeah.
But they're total Cali style,
Right.
and they were showing me the latest style in Asia, and it was giant visors to protect yourself from the facial recognition, because there's so much. So you could ride around and like even when they weren't like on helmets, you know what I mean, just wearing them like big giant visors. Yo, we got somebody on the air now. I said,
No, they keep calling it hanging up.
Who the hell is
But
that?
it might be a loop because of the liveness.
Yeah. Maybe.
You know what I mean? Because we're going into their mic and it's coming through back in.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, this was excellent.
Oh well. So yeah. Okay, that's the number two. Number two.
Oh, there you go.
Speedy Gonzalez. Did you give me one already? No. Second one.
1 second.
Oh, you passed
Yeah,
it to
I'm
me.
good. Thank you.
I'm good. To the crowd.
Yeah, let me burp on it before I give it to you, though. Hold on. It wouldn't be correct.
That's right.
That was most excellent. Most excellent. Most excellent.
You ever been to Bhutan?
No, he just said that.
That's
That's what I thought he was saying, but they're two different countries.
Because that's actually a really great weed country. It's like
Really?
Literally, my friend was there and said that they don't think of it as weed, so it's everywhere.
Oh.
And you just like look out your window and you're like, is that a bunch of weed? Like it is. And then you go over there, you're like, it's not the greatest weed sometimes, but there is some. I mean, we have one friend who actually has some pretty decent stuff coming out of there. And I'm sure, like anything, it's going to have its middle ground that is going to just kind of like usually hit, but you're going to go to find some guy who's going to live up in the hills and he's going to fucking have some fire always, So, But he said like empty lots, just like, what is that? Everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's like a lot of places in Asia because they don't. Strangely enough, you'd think that they would smoke it like crazy, and they end up not. And they just sit under a big weed tree and drink tea, and none of them are even smoking it. And you're like, what the hell? Just because they're not thinking about it.
Shade.
But isn't it like in the movies where they find like on a deserted island they stumbled upon some weed and then like they start smoking it? Like, don't you got to cure it and do all that stuff?
Oh yeah, they just picking it right off the vine.
Oh yeah, I mean it has to be some
trying to
preparation.
breed a plant like that. You ain't got to cure it or shit, man.
Come on, man.
Pick it, smoke it.
But especially in Asia,
It sounds good. It looks good though.
Yeah, it does.
So I'm gonna light up another joint of the other first one now. We're just gonna. So you guys can move on to the third.
Yes.
Yeah,
You're big boys. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's the one we did. Yeah.
Jar.
Oh, second jar.
To be honest.
Which one is that one there?
Pass it on. Pass it on. That's and those are all King of Clubs joints rolled there. Sneak past your room. Yep.
Yeah. I'll hit the magnifying lens on it, bro.
Yeah.
Give her a little look-see. Sometimes, man, like something look like frosty as hell, but it ain't got any heads.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a lot of times you get weed like that too, and it's all it's all hooked.
Yeah.
And they're not bulbous, you know what I mean? And the hooked ones are like, it's more like silicate, you know what I mean? You got that, like, it's like when you use a lot of silicate, you end up with a lot more of that. And people are like, it's furry. It's like furry is not good, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, man.
Now, so where did these come from? Are these from like dispensaries? Where do they come from?
It's from originally from outer space, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm.
That's exactly what the fuck I thought you were gonna say. Yeah.
Originally outer space. No, these are all personal. These are all like breeders, growers, friends.
Local, Denver, Colorado.
A little everywhere. We got people coming in from Hawaii. We got people coming in from Rhode Island. A couple Rhode Islanders, like 2 Rhode Island entries from separate people, which is smallest state, most external entries. We had Michigan. We had Indiana. We had a bunch from Colorado, as you'd expect, and definitely a few other ones.
I love this state.
Also, just try and talk into the mics if you guys are going to say anything. Isabel?
Needs a plug or something. Like, I'm gonna let it rock for that. Yeah. Plug it in for me and like set it up.
Hell yeah, man.
Give me a little bit more of that.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna break me a little something right here, man. And then I'll do some smelling. Whoa, man. Give me like.
Yeah.
Danny, you want to clear this bong bowl? Come clear it, and then we'll load another one.
Oh, it's cool. You can just set it somewhere. Like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, set it. Or post it up somewhere. Like, set it up. It's all good. It's all good. Set up at an angle somewhere. Yeah, like put it on yours. That's the main focus, anyways.
hard. Pretty hard.
It's all good. Don't worry.
Think about the smell on that one, man.
I don't know. I was saying like hit it.
It's got to smell like
See if we can get a little
a
angle
little forearm cut almost.
Nope.
And when you bust it up, you
You need
know.
a gooseneck. Oh, here we go. Innovation.
Kind of smells like the beginning stages of Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that full.
Can't say Gorilla Glue anymore. It's GG4.
Yeah,
so.
it keeps smelling like that.
GG4, bro.
Almost like that
Can't say
purpleness out
Gorilla
of
Glue.
that form.
Why?
No, I'm just kidding.
Is there a fucking-
No, you're not allowed to use it in advertising anymore. You can't. You have to say GG4.
I'm not advertising.
I'm just kidding. I know you're not advertising. Just
We
educating. I'm just educating you. Like when people
You were
start
using their
saying they're
tape
going to
earlier.
medicate. Before nobody had medicated, we just said get high. You know, we're like, hey, you want to get high? And then all of a sudden he said, you want to medicate? And the first couple
I'd be like,
times,
nah, bro, I
you're
don't
like,
do
I don't even
drugs,
know what you're
man.
talking
I don't
about.
do no pills,
And they're like,
dude.
no, you have to say that. And then now all of us, it's kind of second nature. It's just the way it is.
Wow.
Hey, you want to smell something, man? You got all this weed going around, you ain't even.
I know. It's terrible. It was actually more
Smell-
laborious. More
What do you
laborious.
smell, man? Smell like that forearm a little bit, like that purpleness out of that forearm cut a little something. That and something else.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what else. Trying to figure it out. It's kind of torturing me.
Yo, Mr. Larry Reed.
What's up, brother?
Man with the green screen. Where's your green screen? I don't even see it.
Radio.
What?
I know. We don't do no, dude. We're old school. We're like you're like one of those DJs who's like you gotta get a Serato, bro. And now there's no real DJs left. They're all dead. It's just a bunch of kids playing shitty music.
Yeah.
Thanks to guys like you.
Go ahead. Who sang it?
So now guys like you are gonna ruin video. We're gonna be all green screened out.
Mic for you if you want to come on for a little bit.
There's a 5 out of ash texture, and that's a 5 out of 2. So clearly that's not right. So just so you're aware. Yeah. You guys can't follow instructions, it's fine, but we don't want to make it complicated.
That's the maximum on the
Might
right
have been
side,
missing
right?
in my hand.
No, because there's a couple little ones that, because this is all made by Mitch, and Mitch is a fucking over-organized guy who really,
Yeah, but like-
really likes to break shit down. So some of them say best of 5, some of them say best of
Yeah.
this.
And that's your max,
confused
right?
me, But other than that, I was on point.
And that might have been the one that he was saying, which
Yeah.
was the best, because it said 5, and it was 5 was the best, and 2 was the
May
worst. And
very
it was
well
kind
be
of,
my handwriting.
oh, 100%. You're right. I blame that too. All stoners have bad handwriting. That's part of our protocol. Except for him.
Fives and
Except for him. I
twos
bet your
are
handwriting's pretty
sometimes
good.
not
I'm on point now, though.
Yeah,
I'm
I
on
bet.
point now. Your boys on point.
Yeah, I would imagine your handwriting's better than most of ours. But I used to always have my graffiti artist friend write my tags for me when he'd come by, just because I'd be like, room looks way cooler now. Like all my tags are written that dope. You know what I mean?
Actually, my handwriting is horrible, but when I draw the letters,
Yeah.
like script,
Yeah.
then it's like a drawing. I'm drawing the letters. It's different.
Right.
But my natural handwriting is horrible.
That's funny. Yeah, it's weird because I literally, not that my handwriting is actually not too bad. It just gets really random after a while. I start making up shit and doing like angles, and I get tired or something. But weirdly enough, I've genetically picked up my mom's handwriting.
Calligraphy
it's
was
weird.
never my strong suit.
No, this guy is a script master. So
Yeah, no. He should be good at it.
you figure. Well, yeah, those are like the lost arts. You know what I mean? Same as running a bad podcast like us. You got guys like Larry Reed walking around
I
with
mean,
green
some
screens.
people just weren't some people just weren't born artists.
Green screen and everything, but no, you know, 'cause at the end of the day, for me, it's all about the content. You know, I'm just all about, let's have some shit that's real. Same as this competition is real, just because it's growers that are, you know, friendly competition. Except that trophy's pretty badass, so it's one of
Yes,
those.
it is.
You know, we definitely tried. It's definitely
That's
one
like Superman's hideout.
It's totally Superman's hideout. That's how I called the guy, and I was like, "You got that trophy that I got last time? You know, the Superman hideout looking one." He's like, "Oh yeah, I know exactly." Like instantly, bam! It's like the fortress, you know. So, and the cool part is they use a laser to do it, so we can literally put imagery on any of those,
nice.
any of those things, and it kind of sets it down. You know, kind of the laser shoots it down and sets it a little bit under, so we can get real creative. Maybe, there's an idea. Maybe what I can do is have you give me, like, I can give you the dimensions.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
then you can, before we get the thing made,
Yeah,
it'll
I'll put
be,
the script. Oh yeah, I'd love to. I'd be honored.
There you go. So then we got some sick shit.
I'd be honored.
So that just doubled the value. of the Adam Dunn Show Trophy right there. At least doubled. At least doubled.
Hell yeah.
No, it's cool because it's also a lot of repeat people too, which for me, a good event is when you have the same people come back and then it grows and gets better. Like there's a lot of events that have 3,000 of totally new people every time, and they just keep getting 3,000 people pissed off, and then there's another 3,000 people that never come back. You know what I mean? And for me, that's not really how you grow an event. And obviously, it's not about the numbers because ADSI's always been like about, and I literally tell everybody 100 people. You know what I mean? I like to keep it around 100 people because if there's more than 100, you kind of lose touch with, at a certain point, you're not really looking at it. And for me, 52 entries would be the max, and I haven't even hit that number yet because it's hard to get.
It's a busy day, dude.
To get 52 growers together to like time their shit properly and not actually be like, I got at least
hard.
I got at least four to six people who are like, it was too wet, they couldn't enter it. It was too fucking, it was still on the vine, or it was last year's fucking weed, or whatever excuse. I've had a bunch of them, so we probably get the 52. I think the 52 will naturally come at some point, but at this point, I'm happy with anything over 15.
The 4 of Spades.
Thanks, sir.
See, it's turned into a party back here now. Now it's like, there you go. Hey, you're the missed. See, on point. You know the shit.
I had to do a couple. You gotta kind of stay on.
Oh yeah, let's do our shout outs now while we have a chance, because we're in the wind down phase of this one. Big shout out to let's see who we got. You got a thing? I'm just making sure. Oh, you're not popping nothing up?
Hold on, give me 2 seconds.
All right. Gotta follow some sort of order. I figure it'd be New Millennium, right? Yeah. All right, New Millennium. New Millennium Nutrients last week, actually at the Dude Grow Show, their cup. We had I think he got third place with this super shitty strain called Sage and Sour. I was just it's so bad. I was like, I can't believe it. No, it's actually a beautiful cut. It's awesome. Selected here in Colorado and making waves. That's
one of your girls.
It is. But
that's gotta make you feel
and
happy, right?
And the good part is it's not like it's not my cut that I gave to somebody who
somebody
gave it
found
back to me.
right?
That's the best. Awesome. And that one's really nice. It's like it's one of the ones where. At first, I kind of didn't, because it's classic. It grows like SFV, where it's real weird, small buds, and you're like, you're not sure. It looks like one of those you want to throw it away. But at the end of the day, it is also one of those ones that, like, every single person that opens a jar is just like, yes, that's the fucking, where's that? You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, of course it's going to be the smallest plant.
Always is, dude. I haven't seen too many big ones where it hit all the marks. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll take your head.
And it really is like that. Like, a lot of times it's like the smaller, weirder shaped buds are the ones that just have that fucking something about them, because they're more focused energy on just whatever that is that makes that plant fucking taste better. Instead of being all, bam, bam, a lot of production. Okay, so last, you got a sheet?
Yes.
You don't have to add it, Don't feel like you have to. Don't be a hero.
For real though.
We're ready. Oh, bam. Sorry. Yeah, I got lost on my shout outs. So big shout out to Jaron with New Millennium Nutrients, who did not enter our thing. I think he was too scared to enter because he knew.
Smoke them too.
And actually, that cut. I got to meet the real people who made that cut, and that made my life. I was like, now I've closed the circle. So I found out where Jaron got your cut, bro. Now I know. No. But in general, it's, I think that's one of those ones that I'm pretty proud of. And I was very happy to get one of those ones back. But the new Millennium Nutrient line, you can go to newmillenniumnutrients.com and check out the full line. It's like a 6-part main thing, and then there's a couple little additives on top of that. But it's easy to use formula, makes some great tasting weed. Obviously, if Jaron's won third place, it's a great testimonial right there of a bunch of people trying it. What's up?
4 mixed.
Which one is yours?
So I just judged 4, so I got to switch them.
What are you doing? Wait, oh, the name on the thing?
I think I might have just... You talking about this one? Because we just did the 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling him.
So that says 6 on top, and it's 4?
Yeah, and it's really 4.
Oh, wow. Shit's getting wild over here.
It's like a sour tangy kush.
Yeah. Smell that little citrus orange. Yeah.
Sour tansy kush.
Yeah.
Missing name, but you'll figure it out.
Listen, if
smells
you deal
good,
with
huh?
that sour tansy,
He's
after
all
a
good.
while, it smells like it starts getting like.
Okay, back to shout-outs.
it's like
NewMillenniumNutrients.com.
Yeah.
And, okay,
You know,
Incredibles
if
Edibles.
you're dealing with it, a lot,
You're smelling what they've been.
These guys from Incredibles Edibles just put out a great. They just put out a great article in MQ, and it told the true history of Incredibles, and I was very, very impressed because at first I thought, you know what, they're gonna like knock out the parts about me helping out, but then I literally did. I was like, there's no way, and then it says it right there. It said industry veteran Adam Dunn, made a meeting, which I did. And it was just funny because it was one of those meetings where it'll live in infamy because this company is crushing it everywhere. And, it was just one of those deals where Derek told him how it was. And that's what is so funny. If you read the article, it's like literally you can just tell it's like this shit sucks. And I told him so, and that's what it was. It was like it was basically Derek telling them that they need to step their game up. And they did. They've stepped their game up so hard that they're now the leaders here in Colorado, and they're taking over the entire country as far as I'm concerned. Now available in Illinois, available in Nevada. You just go to iloveincredibles.com, check out the website. It's got a store finder. It's got also it's got a bunch of pop-ups tell you everything that's going on. What else has it got? Tell me what else it's got, MTI.
What?
what else the website's got? Anything else?
Oh, yeah, there's education, edibles
there
education,
we
medical patients and caregivers, the cannabis edibles regulations, bud tender education. Check it all out at
and they got a bunch of like new wellness products like bath salts and crazy shit. Not bad bath salts, kids.
Not those kind of bath salts.
No, not your kids' kind of bath salts.
The kind for us working folk.
Yep. And also available in Oregon. So check out iloveincredibles.com, check out their site, and see when they're going to get to you. It's like cable TV was back in the day when you knew it was coming. It's like, it's coming, bro. It's 3 blocks away. Now it's like cable. Fuck it. There was a time. So, all right, let's buildasoil.com. Jeremy, getting crazy right now because you know that this is one of those times when you need to get your soil in check, and these are the guys you want to go to. They have the best in IPM pest management. They have the best in nutrients, hard to find amendments, and anything else that you might want to get. So just go to buildasoil.com or go to 855-877-77-SOIL and talk to a human maybe. I'm just running through these commercials real quick.
We got WallaceWow.com.
WallaceWow.com. This guy grows massive fucking pumpkins. Unbelievable. If you want to get into soil tech and you want to talk to somebody about that, or you want to order some great mycorrhizals, you just contact WallaceWow.com, right? And
WallaceWow.com.
There you go, and you will get directly to the master himself, Mr. Ron Wallace, who is recently retired from his groundskeeping to bring people the best products money could buy. And I tell you, if you want to work with anybody, this is your man. He's now getting into the cannabis world too, which is great to see because, we love guys like this that are soil scientists. We love to get him on the show. We'll have him on the show in October 100%, but, maybe somewhere along the way. And, thanks for, just being you, Mr. Ron Wallace. We love you.
WallaceWow.com.
WallaceWow. And seedshernoww, bringing you seeds from top breeders in America, taking a Bitcoin now.
Nice.
You guys can pick up anything you need before it crashes, and it already crashed. It's going back up. So take that extra interest money and put it towards seeds. Then you got a guaranteed win. That's like a win-win right there. Free seeds equals a win, and you can play that market if you want. You can also go to seedsaholics.com and check out the website there, and pick up some last or lost strains and packs that just kind of popped up, or maybe the one of the top ones that already made some great strains. You can also pick them up. You can at different shows. We'll be seeing them at Indo Expo this weekend in San Francisco. I will be there doing some speaking. So if you're in San Francisco and you come to that show, come by and say hi. Also, Seeds Here Now will be there in full force with seeds available for you. Also, without pulling it up, Tresor. If you're in Barcelona, you need to go see a good spot. Go to Tresor. Look up Tresor Barcelona. It's Tresor Barcelona. If you look that up, you will find a great little nook and cranny in one of the most beautiful cities in the world. And you can say hi to Petey, the owner, and say, "What up, Petey? Adam Dunn Show sent me," and that will get you 100% free. Anyway, okay, we're back. That's it, right?
Yep.
That's it. Okay, what were we going to say? I'm sorry, we cut you off. We cut everybody off. Yo, Zacharuni. Coming through the floor, Veg and Bloom. Live on the air, Veg and Bloom. There he is. Yeah, I'm doing good. Welcome. Woo. I would have had you as a judge. You just came too late.
It's all good.
We only had 3 spots.
It's all good. I'm gonna go eat some food and drink some beers, and I'll catch you inside.
Catch you inside, Zach.
Got it,
Zach from Veg and Bloom. Rob Carney, what's going on there? Hanging in. So it's getting tense now. We're getting down to the final wire. All right. See, I like how you gave up completely on the adding it up. Now that I told you, you're like, yeah, that's cool. Don't ever do that, brain. Forget about it. Stop. Don't waste the brain power, bro.
I've been that guy. It's all good.
I know.
What's up, dude? How are you? Good. How are you?
Mr. Corey Buffkin is in the house. All the guys who know that there's a possibility. He's like, this is it. Yeah, it's Green Man. What you got?
Some skunk we didn't make room in the jar for somebody else's.
Hey, I'll check it out.
Don't taint yourself, buddy.
I already submitted all 4, so
No, we're on number 4 still. We haven't done it yet. Couldn't have.
The last round.
That was the last one.
Oh, this is the last round already. That was it. You didn't take much out of that one, did you?
Honestly, this should enter right here.
I think it might already be.
That's good.
Better twist the joint of that, though.
Yeah, that was good as a bitch.
You want to twist the joint of that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna
That'll be up to my last.
Yeah. Yeah, that was real
That
nice.
was real nice.
Yeah.
That was real nice. I think I did excellent.
I like how we got the.
too. Like it had potency. Like it was nice, quick too.
Yeah, you want a little power to come through the.
That's gonna be my special effect, man.
There you go.
Just
Special
effects. The shit out
effects.
of my back.
Something happened.
Yeah, I have like a euphoria, recent euphoria.
Straight euphoria.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had to pick one. Yeah.
Ooh. Listen, I'm like, I think the numbers don't lie.
Check some of it out. And, like, and like the gland heads are good and round, and like.
I thought it was a wrap.
Yeah, I thought it was that whiff.
I thought it was a wrap after the second.
Pretty good.
This one, like,
A Calio.
I think the second.
Calio, exactly. That was gonna say.
Second
I
still
like
is the
that.
best.
That's the way to
That was
describe
like
it.
2 classes. You got like a Calio type, and then you got.
It's one of those strains that was very
3
dominant.
was like really blue, but it didn't hit like.
Right, no.
My friend grows better than really blue.
Yeah.
What? My friend? Oh, that's a usual statement around here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm fucking just.
But yeah, it's crazy. A Calio and then like a Jack up in the mix too.
Right.
Some classics,
All right,
man.
so that literally was the last one. Is that the last one?
That was the last one, Adam. We can count.
That one. Okay, I'm just checking. That one looks quite full over there still, so we need to roll some of that up.
That one's been.
All right, so then that means
Might
KTI is
take a
tallying
little bit
up.
of that bud.
He's like a
Or
calculator
ask
back
him to
there.
do it.
There he
Be
is.
like, hey man,
Yeah.
what's up, man?
He looks like he's got some.
of this over here.
Is it official? Is it done? Is it done? Is it? Huh? Oh, you have this one here. Sorry, you have pick this one up. All right, so our calculator, KTI.
Yeah, really good Final Four, man.
When you said one
You
more, I
did-
thought your whole
listen,
team
listen.
couldn't count. I was
Yeah,
like,
it was
No.
a tough. Tough.
But see, now it's good because you now none of you probably even because you didn't add it up.
Yeah.
There's some discrepancies. If you add it all up, you would have already known. Now you're just like,
Well,
it's going to be a point here, a point
I
there.
think in my mind I know which one, so I just.
Yeah, one kind of hit all the marks.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
man.
which one?
Oh, wait,
Last one.
The last one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
See, it
probably
takes one
gonna
guy.
say-
It's like a real jury.
No,
It
but
takes
listen,
just one guy to fuck
take-
it all up.
I'm kind of between the.
I'm
second
that
and
guy in
last
all
one.
the big boxing matches that just totally misscores the whole fucking thing.
So, since we're going to have you as a guest host, we'll use you as a timekeeper now while we're waiting for the numbers. Tell us a little bit about what you've been up to, since our listeners are familiar with your work.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Just
honestly, I would say my first
growing the
choice was
weed,
second,
breeding
and
the
then
seeds, and
the last one came hard.
Any like doing a lot of retro kind of
I
shit, or
think,
you
I
kind
think
of
the
doing?
first one was the second.
it's like
Yes.
I feel like the '90s are about to kick it hard here. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of like a lot of things where you're like, oh,
yeah, like our first round that went out was like
That's a tough one, man.
You know that
throwback
perfume?
'90s, you know,
Uh-huh.
and everybody
Kinda
really
like
liked
Island
it.
Sweet
So
Skunk smell that's just
the
resident.
Screaming
A lot of
Eagle,
this
that was like my new
fruity
thing.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
old
it's
stuff,
just-
but
it's
something
good.
kind
no,
of
Screaming Eagle. I
different
noticed
combo.
it had a
Well,
little
you know
bit of,
what? I was
like a lemon G kind of vibe going.
Yeah, man, like that very
real- I was
citrusy
very
pine,
genuine with, like,
G13
how my-
type
how I
pink
felt,
lemonade
like, with the
spectrum, you
numbers.
know.
So I think the numbers.
Yeah, I brought some for you.
I was just keeping it a buck
Hook
with
you up.
myself. You feel me? I was keeping it a buck with myself. So I think the numbers will like have made my decision because I was like, you know what I mean? I try to be as accurate as possible.
Right.
So we'll see.
There we go.
Good.
Overlap. So, what'd you end up doing this 420? What was your big? Because you missed us the other day. Obviously,
Yeah.
and you didn't get to hang out with the crew.
Yeah, always working and running around.
Staying in the garden, obviously. Right.
It's a good band.
I do enjoy for me, like the 420. The best thing about 420 is 421 nowadays. That's the way I look at it. I'm like, oh yeah, 421.
Yeah.
Woo, no more responsibilities. Just to fucking watch other
Back to
people
normal.
try to scrap together some last minute shit that happens.
Yeah, man.
Especially this year because 420 arrives on a Friday, which is perfect for the Adam Dunn Show. Which I'm like, all right, Friday. I guess we're gonna be doing a show, right? We're going to do a cold show outside behind a thing. We're going to make everybody miserable, just like we do. That's how we roll. If it's not a bus breaking down, we've already had that. We've had it all, bro. We had everybody loaded up one year, and it was like the bus was ready to go, and we were like, yeah, and then it went, and it was like, no, are you kidding me? And it was right in my neighborhood, and then magically, a friend of ours, Das, who is like an old guy who lives in a fucking bus, was just walking behind us, and he's all white-haired and everything. And I like look out the window, I go, Das, bus broke down. And he was like, got in there and jiggled a couple things, and then boom, we got going again. It was like, if he wasn't there, it was a complete, the ADSI was over. It was like a done deal at that point. But it was so funny because when it happened, it was like, how often does a guy whose bus breaks down on a regular happen to walk past you when your bus breaks down? You know what I mean? It was just like the perfect timing. It was like serendipitous. But yeah, see, there we go. I talked about disasters. It happens. I told you. At the third ADSI, our light fell down and electrocuted
It's
everybody.
like the Murphy's Law thing, man.
Yeah.
What can go wrong will go wrong.
Got to spin it. I know. KTI's all over. Don't worry. KTI.
I'm struggling.
You're struggling?
I'm struggling.
Why, the numbers?
I can't read.
What? You can't
See?
blurry.
It's hard to fill those
I
out.
can't see what these ones are
Last can
exactly.
be the blindest guy.
No,
ever.
not you, but maybe to clarify whoever this is.
Okay, which one is it?
10-1.
Here.
Really bad angle.
You're just terrible handwriting. That's the problem. Chicken scratch? This is stoner problems right here. Mitch made him a little small, too. I blame Mitch because he's not here. Anybody who's not here,
It's like the putt-putt
he's
scorecard.
getting blamed for these things. Yeah, it's fun.
Have you played putt-putt in a while?
No, that'd be a good
It's
stoner.
really fun. I was like, kind of thinking about doing some of that.
Wow, that was.
I always used to like that shit, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, and they should. I mean, that's a stoner-friendly thing. Like, they should definitely
Yeah.
let you do fucking, as long as you don't do giant bombs or something.
Yeah.
Good for the children. But yeah, we would just do a 21 and over version of it every so like Thursdays or whatever
Yeah.
day, whatever day.
Right on.
Would be a good angle. So all right, well, our calculating goes on. The calculating goes on. The tension.
told you it was
tension
on.
builds.
Let's hear it out.
I knew
Waiting
your
in the
chicken
cold.
scratch would. Yeah, in the cold.
Cold and rain, man. Just
Well,
counting numbers, making us sweet.
We're doing pretty good with the rain.
It's right, because when concerts that we do, have bad weather, we move them inside, but he moves us outside when there's
Right.
bad weather. It was great.
Yeah, you don't have to talk about this because
It's like this really nice ballroom you see, like up here. There's a fire going in there. There's a little fireplace, man.
one day we will not be treated like secondary citizens when we smoke cannabis. It's weird. Like now, these guys are allowed to do dabs in there, which is really, really weird, right? You're like, wait a minute, this is
Right.
definitely like we're getting kicked out.
I think it was
Right.
good outside. This was nice.
Fresh air?
Yeah, the fresh air.
Colorado fresh air. is
Yes.
always-
Yeah, keep us positive here. Good
Chris.
idea.
Yeah, especially if you do have a
Bugs is making
smoke-a-thon
it-
going
Yes,
on,
yes,
40
yes.
people blazing.
Yes. I was really, I was really proud of myself to be able to like the numbers I gave. You know what I mean? Like, to be able to be so discerning.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's good.
That's a lot of weed to go through.
Yeah,
too.
it was. So
no,
but for me, just educating myself and just like I've been smoking a lot of places in the world, like all the hot spots and like, you know. So I was looking forward to this.
Well, yeah, I think Colorado is pretty advanced when it comes to like obviously when it comes to dabs and things like that, just because it's really like it's having access to a lot of material that's grown properly and then
Here's a question
treated
for
properly.
you. Has weed in Colorado gotten better or worse since dispensaries?
Oh, well, if you're buying it from a dispensary, you may feel it's gotten worse because it's gotten bigger, for sure. I think overall, though, like, your taste got better. Everyone's taste, like, if you smoked weed from 10 years ago, now you might look at it like, wait a minute, what was I thinking? And you might also be like, where the fuck did this go? You know what I mean? But a lot of that stuff was, you know, it's also time-sensitive shit. Like, if you're in the, like, people always think back, weed was so much better, or even like everything, and you're like, well, actually, were you just not as?
Put it this way,
It's the nostalgia effect. Yeah.
I hope it doesn't happen in Cali. What happened here?
Oh, it's gonna happen faster.
I hope it doesn't.
It is.
I really do.
Well, the thing is,
probably
the thing is, what happened everywhere is there's. I don't drink anymore.
That's like
that's good. That should have been in the contest.
It's been a year now. So.
That definitely.
Oh, it's been over a year now. It's been a year and 2 months now. So. Thank you.
Yeah, it is really nice taste and shit too.
What is it?
It's like, it reminds me of something. He said something Skittles or something.
No, it's more berry. It's got a little. Here, you just keep your discerning palate going. You tell me. Boom. Yeah, he's like, that's what I said.
Shout out to my boy Shaheen from Toronto, Canada. Adam. He flew in from Toronto to enjoy the day, to spend our day with us, 420 day.
Thanks for the beasters, buddy. You know. Canada's always been like I was saying last night to you guys. I was like, they've always been ahead and behind at the same time in a weird way. It's always like the advances there are like the first people doing this, but then at the same time when it comes to like balancing it all out.
Good taste. That almost smell like that little piney Jack Funk wrapped up.
It's like, that's not,
check it out, though.
It's the same level.
There you go.
Oh, dang. Wow.
That's really good.
Well, once we get
wow.
Yeah.
Is that what we're smoking right now?
Nah, he's brought us a bud or something. It's real good.
Yeah. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that. He was looking at this, like somebody brought
the bud smell pretty good.
Check it out under the light.
Piney.
A lot of pining in that one.
Oh shit! Thank you, bud.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, cold.
Yeah, keep rolling, keep moving around, doing stuff.
Thank
Stay
you.
warm.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Cold, man.
Oh man, that's dope. I think I gotta try that. I'm sorry, I gotta try that.
Try it out the ball. Have some.
Yeah. Try it out.
Yeah, since you cried about the bong, you better use it more. Keep going.
Yeah.
Poker now. You can use the backside of this one, but.
You have to watch what you speak into existence, bro. Cause like, I would travel the world a lot, Adam, and I would always say, oh yeah, nobody, like, cause I travel so extensively throughout the world. I was like, nobody smokes like me, like, cause I smoke everywhere, and so I just like I had a broader view of the whole global cannabis. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's just been crazy, bro. And now I got asked to judge this prestigious event. I'm honored. I'm honored.
I mean,
you know what I mean? So I was just like,
you know, the thing for us, the reason why we don't have categories and the reason why we do it the way we do it is because, and that's what I explained to the people last night, was that, you know, when we were growing up, it was just like, who has the best weed? You know what I mean? And it always has been like that. And now you have dispensaries who are advertising, and, you know, people are like on Instagram, and there's a lot of hype thrown behind stuff. So sometimes And when you get to a certain pinnacle or to the better quality stuff, there is like even like with good diamonds or something. Let's say you make of course it's going to be, it's all this. It's very similar. It's not that it's the same. The starting material is the most important part, but when you start purifying things too much, you almost lose the ability to sort of see the difference of it. But when it came to flowers, it was like, it's crazy when you would consider, like, you never knew where it was grown. That's the first thing. It wasn't like, oh yeah, it's right here in this place that gets checked every 3 weeks by somebody. No, it's like, could be grown in the nastiest conditions, could be grown in the cleanest conditions. But in the end, it was more about what came out of it. Just like a chef.
Could you have me a Coke, please? Coca-Cola, please.
So yeah, just like a chef or something where, like, you don't want to see where shit's cooked, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you don't want to see where stuff's grown sometimes because you'd be like, oh, that's where it comes from? Holy shit, that's a disgusting little hole in the ground, but it's fire that comes out of it. So in the end of the day, it was like, now we're getting to the clinical stage where everything's, has to be checked and has to be approved and has to be this and has to be that. So we're kind of losing the kind of like kitchens, you're losing those ones that are just like, yeah, the reason why it was so good is because you probably had an 80% chance of getting Hep C when you ate it every time because the shit was so good. But it was on that edge there. It was like festering,
Listen, I apologize, but I think I'm going to take a little pinner of that for later for me.
Of course. Of course.
I take a pinner.
Yeah.
Feel free. Feel free.
This is the one that we were like.
Yeah, that shit's real
Take
good.
that whole
Man.
top thing.
Yeah, I'll just roll it up.
Yeah, it's good.
Could you have my phone, please? Yep, that's probably off already.
Oh, the tension is so thick here.
What you been up to, Adam? You been breathing anything cool?
Got so knocked down last year that it just kind of made it to the point where I was like, can't flex yet. So everything's been just like holding patterns and fucking making things just like, it's more keeping things going and getting. But the funny thing is the minute I'm not allowed to have like more than a certain amount, all of a sudden I'm offered everything back in the world that I want, and I'm like, well, I can't really take it all back. I can only do this much now because they changed all the rules here and made it to the point where it's like, okay, now what? You don't want to be the lightning rod who pushes it, especially when everyone knows what you're up to. So made it like great, But on the horizon, there's a few good things. There's kind of some industrial-sized complexes that people want to do stuff, and which is nice. Yeah. But it's also like it's slippery slope. It's one of those deals where I'd rather be in control. I'd rather have a small grow that I'm in control of everything than be working on a big thing where there's 15 guys with keys walking in every day, because it's like, you can't breed in a place like that. You know what I mean? It's not conducive to it. The best thing is you have a private place with 2 people who have the keys, you know what I mean? And you're that's it. You can call your friend and he can come take care of it if something goes wrong, but you really don't want it to be accessible to the whole crew. And if you are at that stage and you're producing stuff like that, fair enough, that's great for you, but I'm just not at that
And I kind of like the quiet and the focus, you know what I mean?
Well, especially when you're doing like short runs of things that are like, you don't really plan on it going to like 80,000 people or something like that. You're really planning on making a couple thousand seeds, putting them out, maybe, if you're happy
making
with it.
a step or something.
Because if you make, occasionally you do it right, where you make a lot of something that came out good, but a lot of times it seems like everything I do, I'll make like a buttload of this and a buttload of that, and then I'll make a tiny little bit of that, and then I'll be like, fuck, that is the shit right there. I should have been making more of that, but, and or the plants just don't put out as much. Yeah. They kind of do what we were saying earlier, where they're small, and they're just like, they're small in their yields, because they're kind of like, oh, okay, so it's the smallest plant, and it yields shit because of the combination of the two. It has less flower spots, and so it works out where it's, probably Murphy's Law, or just, kind of like the classic where you're forced to work with the hardest one, but at the end of the day, that's why other people drop it. Like, they'd be like, fuck that plant, and you're like, yeah, it's ugly and it doesn't yield good, but it sure is awesome. And those are the ones. So breeding is a lot of that, because you have to know that to even not kick it to the curb yourself. Yeah. And then you do the same with other people. They'll give you stuff, and you're critical, really, usually, should be really critical, but you're critical out of the gate, and sometimes you throw away things that are like real dreams, you know what I mean? So
Hell yeah. I know just what you mean.
Live.
Hell yeah.
KTI's taking a long time to figure that out.
He went looking for a calculator, I bet.
What's that?
Oh, an obstacle course.
Yeah. the dabstacle course there.
Yeah, going through the gauntlet to get us a calculator to just forget what I need this for, man.
I want to shout out my boy Canada Girl from Toronto.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
He's tuning in right now.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, you just came back down from there, right?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes, he blew my mind.
It's a beautiful
no
city.
homo.
It's a beautiful city.
No, but that's what I say. They do some big things down there too.
Oh
so,
man, I had
like,
no idea. Like,
right.
They're just like real top secretive with their stuff. You know what I mean? Like, but they're definitely progressive, very progressive.
The crazy thing with Canada, like they're saying earlier, is that they go really far ahead and then they kind of pull back, and then they go far ahead and they pull back, and they've always been a little seesaw, like yo-yo-ish with that stuff, where you're like, wait a minute, like I got stopped going across the border, and they were bitching me out because I had some catalogs with me, and I was just like, what? I mean, they sell seeds and weed everywhere here, and they were like, no, we don't. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they do. I just talked to my girlfriend. She's got like a flashing weed neon sign in her window at her hotel. You know what I mean? It's like, it's yes. And they were like, no. If I go in there with my uniform, they'll, And I was just like, oh, yeah, because they'll probably be scared as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You walk in with your uniform, of course they'll hide all the seeds and
Yeah,
be like, we don't sell seeds. What are you crazy?
Yeah, no.
But that was their attitude. It was
Trapment.
kind of like, nope, we don't even do that here. And, Canada's always been one of those places where. As Americans, we have a hard-ass time getting over there.
Oh, listen, man, you cannot be gangster if you go to Canada, because it's like, bruh, you have to have a squeaky clean record, nothing. And like I had a small blemish on my record when I was 17. I'm like, that was a lifetime ago. And they're like, what is it for? I'm like, oh, is it for retaliation charge against the police? I'm like, what is this about? I'm just like, the police were beating my ass and I didn't want to die.
Yeah,
and I was just trying to stay alive, and it was at the time when the police was like,
beating the shit out
blazing
of
everybody.
people. Yeah, man.
So they were just like, oh, okay. Yeah, we see it on the news, and I'm like,
thank goodness.
Yeah. But other than that, they had to let me in, and so very thankful for it. Canada's my second home now.
That's
awesome, man.
Yeah, so they didn't let me in. They
don't let me in either.
Yeah. No, I didn't get in. I was like, I did get in. I mean, I just drove across, but I didn't fly in. That was like...
Yeah, I would demand a recount if I were you. I heard that. I would.
What?
Yeah.
It's getting too long. What happened?
Or just an initial count.
Yeah, a proper initial...
What we'll do then is we'll wrap it here, and then we can what they can do, I guess, is tune into the Larry Reid show, right? It's the Larry Reid Man on Weed show.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right on.
Larry Reid.
I mean, someone should get an ETA from him.
And I can announce it on the big stage up there, which would be way cooler. Because then everybody gets
And
full
we can
announce.
actually warm up.
And we can all warm up and not be all cold and look all cold on the show.
Really wants to bring you all there. So.
Yeah, that's perfect. So we'll do that. We will announce it on stage. Yeah, and everyone can go inside and hang out. Perfect.
Yeah, twist this up.
Right when George gets here to save the day. Booyah.
Nothing's exploded yet.
Nothing is, no, everything is good. Things have not exploded. We have pulled it all together. So we will be announcing inside the winners in probably about 10. I don't know. We'll see in a few. But what I'll do is we're gonna post up the Larry Reid Man on Weed link. We're gonna find it. We have to probably walk across there and ask him because I have no idea what his is. Do you know the Larry Reid link? No. Yeah, we might have to ask him his link to. So people can jump off of our show, but we'll post it right after the show, right? Is that's good, MTI? Can we just post it as a link?
Post it at?
On YouTube. Can we put it on the link?
We're out of here.
Yeah, you guys can wrap it up and listen. You can find out.
The wrap it up box.
Yep.
Yeah.
Grab a couple buds, wrap it up. Give me back my hoodie so I can be warm again. We can be properly warm. Now you're like really nice. Yeah, see how comfy? You didn't even complain once, but I'm amazed.
No.
That's already a grand world record for me.
It's not a record.
So, is that possible?
Yeah, I'll just post it to the YouTube.
We will post a link to the YouTube
Under this in the description.
in the description. So that's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching, and
Thank you.
we'll catch you on the other side. Peace.
Peace.
Oh, yeah. That was fun. Thanks, Ed.
Practically every one of the top 40 records being played on every radio station in the United States is a communication to the children to take a trip, to cop out, to groove. The psychedelic jackets on the record albums have their own hidden symbols and messages.
A special question. We don't want you to smoke genetically modified ganja. We want you to smoke the real thing. We want you to smoke the natural herb. Some call it marijuana, some call it sensimilia, some call it lamb's bread, and some people call it ganja.